Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Entitled People. As usual, it's time for more Reddit posts, so be sure to like and subscribe, and let's begin. Let my kid celebrate his birthday at your wedding. As I've already told in another post, I'm getting married in some months. It's a small wedding in my house, with just 28 people, including us. One of them is my aunt, the wife of my father's brother. So last Saturday, 1 week ago, I told everyone about the wedding. It was great. Besides my grandpa's telling me they won't come because they are too old. But yesterday I received a WhatsApp message from a phone that I didn't know. It was my aunt's niece from her part of the family, who I have never met. Turns out that her 4-year-old kid's birthday is 3 days before my wedding. She thought it would be a great idea to join my wedding and celebrate her kid's birthday too, because, quote, it's just the family and it's not in a church or a pretty place anyways, so it's a great idea. And also said we should invite her family and the kids' school friends. I am done with all the BS that I am handling while arranging this wedding. So I just said, sorry, I have never met you, and my wedding is not going to become your child's birthday party. Bye. And blocked her. I was expecting my aunt to call me, furious, but she apologized, saying she had no idea. She thought her niece only wanted to congratulate me, and that's why she gave her my number after telling her the news. Also, she told me not to worry, because her other niece called her to say how horrible I am, but she scolded her. Who in their right mind would actually think it's okay to try to hijack someone's wedding for your kid's birthday? It's honestly hilarious that she even tried to ask in the first place. Karen in the wild got banned from Meijer, goes there anyways. I have never seen this happen anywhere. This morning I went to our local Meijer, Southeast Michigan. For those who don't know, Meijer is a Michigan brand. I am perusing the fruit, hoping to find cotton candy grapes. They are my kryptonite. The produce section begins on the left, right when you walk in. I found my grapes and walked back towards the main entrance to get a street taco kit thing. I am right by the door, not even 100 feet away. Here comes this crazy Karen. She just looks like she's on a mission to talk to someone's manager. So I started recording her when she got pissy with the greeter. The greeter informed her that she has been tracked by Meijer Theft Recovery and is identified as a thief. It was at that point my phone died. I continued to pretend to record her to solicit a good Karen-worthy response. She had already been flagged previous to this. They turn a tracker thing tied into the price tag barcodes. I'm sorry ma'am, but you're already on our list of trespassed individuals. I'm going to have to ask you to leave. She was super polite. Karen flips out. I mean total meltdown. She screams they made a mistake. She's never stolen anything. She then asks for a manager. The GM happened to be at the store today, and now I'm fully committed to watching this play out. He comes up with the tablet and said, "So this isn't you? This isn't your car and license plate leaving the store after stealing merchandise?" Here is when shit popped off. Karen is getting more red-faced as he's talking to her. She looked like Aunt Marge in Prisoner of Azkaban mixed with Mrs. Puff. Karen starts screaming at a decibel I previously thought was reserved for dogs. How dare you? You really think that is me? I never stole anything. I have been coming here for 20 plus years. I cannot believe how you are treating a paying customer. Give me the number for corporate. GM gave her the number. He told her that she needed to leave or he would call the cops. Karen gets all huffy and puffy and says, "I am never coming back." The GM said, "If you do decide to come back, you'll be arrested. I probably wouldn't recommend coming back." Karen then sees me recording her, shrieks like a wild banshee and starts the whole "you can't record me" song and dance. GM finally had to physically grab her arm, not in a painful way, and lead her outside. She was hysterical. She started slapping him and kicking him in front of the store. I went back to shopping, and when I exited the store, there were 2 police cars parked out front. I don't know if it was for her or not. I couldn't see anyone in the back of the cop cars. I would imagine it was her they came for. Handicap spaces are about accessibility, not convenience. Many years ago, my daughter has been fussy all day long. My wife was ready to pull her hair out, therefore I took my daughter with me to the store. She was very young and pretty, with the cutest little purple wheelchair, secondary to spina bifida. We get to the store, unload her wheelchair from the Chevy Suburban. She climbs down into said chair and off we go. After shopping is done, we're back at the Suburban reversing the process to load her up and stow the chair. As I'm loading said chair, a dude pulls up to me in a new Corvette, still with the paper tags on it. Convertible, containing dude and his trophy, or significant other. I casually mention that he's pulled into a row of handicapped spaces without a handicap tag or placard. He says, "Yeah, I know," and saunters off to shop with his significant other. Well, I'm a little pissed at this moment, but don't want to do damage to such a beautiful car. Then an evil thought enters my brain. I go to the cart storage, just in front of where we're parked. I put carts in a loose formation around his car. A security guard comes out, but just watches. An off-duty city cop also comes out, and also just watches. I proceed to put several layers of carts, tightly packed together, 360 degrees around his car. I approach the guard and city cop, and explain that dude was using a handicap space for convenience, not due to an accessibility problem. I point out that no carts are touching his car, so no damage, but that he sure as hell has an accessibility problem now. They both crack up laughing at this point. The cop says that he hopes the guy complains, because he'll write a ticket to the dude. I laughed quite a bit over this, and quite frankly, still do every now and then. Edit to add. To answer a common question as to why the cop wouldn't just write a ticket straight away, he couldn't. In Texas at the time on private property, they couldn't write one unless the property owner/manager called, or the person otherwise engaged with the officer. He was hoping the guy came to complain so the cop could then engage with the dude, then write a ticket. This may have been a city ordinance or policy. As several former and current Texas cops have said, this was not a state law. Entitled jerk attempts to get the crowd on his side after causing an accident. My father and I had just came from a dental checkup. We are thinking since it was still early, we'd hit a Jamba Juice a few blocks away. So we travel along a street that leads to a usually busy intersection. Suddenly, we hear a siren. Being the good drivers we are, we pull to the side, and eventually stop at the corner of the intersection. We keep searching for the police car, listening for it as it's sounding closer. Suddenly, we hear the growl of a muscle car. There's a flash as something speeds past us, seriously on a residential street. And then it happens. The muscle car slams into a police vehicle, basically T-boning it. We watch as the police car is being pushed and slid sideways. It slams into a third car, only knocking it away. My father and I look shocked, first at each other, then at the cars again. We park our car and run immediately. We start running and we split up to check both drivers. The cop's okay. A little dazed, but he'll go on protecting tomorrow. Then we check on muscle car guy, but he's more shaken up about his car than the accident he just caused. The cop starts doing his cop thing, checking everything, looking at everything. Muscle car jerk notices crowds forming on the sidewalks. Car is parked and the cop is still taking notes before he asks anyone. Muscle car jerk starts running, I was surprised too, to the first group of people. He's getting in everyone's face in that crowd and asking them something. Then comes his yelling and him saying, "Come on, you saw it. Report it right." Muscle car jerk goes back to group 1 and tries again to talk to them. They're waving him off, to stay away I'm guessing. He runs over to group 2. Same story ending with him yelling, "Isn't anyone gonna say what really happened?" he said. The cop goes to talk to group 1. As he starts to talk to group 2, muscle car jerk runs to a parked motorist nearby, trying to now, I'm guessing, solicit support. He runs over to my father as the cop starts talking to the parked motorists. Muscle car jerk says, "God damn it, no one wants to say." He runs to me and this exchange starts. "Dude, did you see what happened?" I have Asperger's, so me responding right away is sort of tough. "Habla Inglés?" he asks. I'm Hispanic. "Sir, I can understand you fine, but what do you mean I saw?" I ask. "Saw how that cop raced through here. He didn't have the right of way. Look, he raced through there. The light was red for him, so there's no way," he said. "I'm sorry to tell you this, but..." He raises his voice. "You saw him cause the crash. The cop ran the red light. You can be my witness." I'd hate to break this to you, but the sirens were going, and his lights were on. He was racing to some kind of... God damn it, does everyone need glasses around here? He maxes out his voice. "Look, you gotta be my witness and... Sir, you really don't want me to speak on your behalf, 'cause I'm gonna defend the cop. Look, it's us against them." "Who?" "It's us against the..." I raise my hand to stop him. "No, I'm gonna tell the truth. And as far as I'm concerned, you sped pretty fast for a residential street, and during the wrong time." "Total motherfucker," he says. Muscle car jerk runs on to try to find someone else to get on his side. I yell, "Have him check the traffic cams then." "Just shut up," he says. My father and I, after giving a statement, drove off. We had to go back to the police station again today. No idea of the aftermath, but muscle car jerk made the local news. I ended up on a mural facing my ex's window. I thought this was kind of awesome. A long time ago, I had a relationship that ended poorly. There was a cheating incident involved, and not participated in by me. So that's all I'll say about that. There was a huge fight, and then the breakup, and then a long period of not seeing each other. I'd say about 6 months. Here and there, I'd hang with a mutual friend, who always gave me all the drama. She hates you. She thinks you're in the wrong for not seeing her side. And then my personal favorite. She thinks you're ugly. I just rolled with it and moved on with my life. Looking back, I chalked that relationship up to shit happens. Then my good buddy, who was an artist, asked if he could use my face, as well as several other people's faces, for a mural he was painting. It was a move with the record label I work for to team up with him, and they got the permits and everything. One day, weeks later, I'm driving through town, having only seen texts of the finished product, and actually being very impressed at the finished product through photos. I'm at the corner next door my ex lived, and lo and behold, I see my ugly mug plastered on the white wall directly facing her window. Anyways, that's my story. The mural only stayed up for a few months, but I take solace in the fact that she got to see my ugly face every day for a good long while. That is it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Consider hitting that like button, I'd really appreciate it. And also subscribe to the channel for more. And with that, I'm out of here, so until next time.